My name is. What? My name is. My name is.
That's.
What's his cane here then?
I can vouch for Mr. Malfoy.
My name.
Only dudes, it is one, the only Drac. It is a big ol' yowie wowie. Maps in DbD are a massive headache. Let's just say you learn the Hawkins Laboratory map, you learn all the best loops, you learn where to spawn, you learn where the pallets spawn, and all that stuff. You learn a lot of stuff, all that knowledge in your brain. Next breath, DbD comes out and says, you know what, we're reworking Hawkins Lab. Yeah, all that knowledge you learn about a map literally goes in a black bag, chucked in the garbage, and forgotten about. What is the point of learning a map? Because a lot of times DbD is going to probably rework on the old maps. You don't even know they're going to rework the maps, so it's been rework. And it is a roll of dice to learn all the pallets spawn in a map, because let me say you learn all the pallets spawn originally. Next thing on the rework maps, you're going to go, okay, and where do the pallets spawn? You don't know because it's a rework map. I prefer the old maps because a lot of times you know where a lot of the pallets spawned, and you get used to the spawn locations. The thing is, these rework maps are garbage. There's so many dead areas. There's so many. I'm not lying to you. After you drop a pallet, you kind of go, oh crap, I just dropped a really good pallet. It's not a good pallet, but you mean there's no good loops. That's also another thing. There's no good loops on these rework maps. And a lot of these new maps are bringing out, there's no good loops, no good like pallets. It's just so many dead areas. It's unbelievable. I don't know who's making these maps. I don't know who's the team behind these bad maps. It's just so goddamn laughable. Like, we play on these maps like if it was Call of Duty, this would be a massive shitstorm. But instead it's like, it's DbD, it's one of them things, it's just DbD. Really cannot name a last good map DbD has made. Some people say the alien map, but that also has a lot of problems. Like near the crash ship where you move a bit, there's so many rocks. There's a lot of fucking rocks. Why there's so many rocks? If you know what you're doing, you can literally loop around that a bit, but kill go, okay, I know what you're doing. If you're desperate, you can literally hit somebody. You know what I mean? There's so many other ways to like get around them rocks, but there's so many fucking rocks on that map. And there's only like one kind of good loop and good pallet, like a god pallet, and that's like the table bit. Like, how many times can I spin the killer around the table? Let's keep seeing. And that's really it. But a lot of killers are getting used to saying, okay, you take me around the table and see how many times I'm going around the table. So, you know what I mean? A lot of killers are like, okay, I can bait this, I can do this, I can do that, blah, 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 blah. A lot of killers are getting used to it and know strategies how to, like, get you down and out, all that crap. And jungle gyms used to be really good. I'm not saying, oh, I want jungle gyms how they used to be. I don't want that. I think that was busted. But the thing is, it's like jungle gyms aren't jungle gyms no more. And a lot of the jungle gyms are just weird garbage now with like random crap around it. Like there's a lot of dead areas. And a lot of the two windows when you evolve, they're in dead areas. And sometimes with pallet spawn, there's like a rock and another rock and a pallet. So there's no point of trying to go around or trying to loop it because you're going to get smacked both ways. It's just a crappy pallet. It's just one of them pallets you just don't drop. And a lot of pallets, I keep seeing so many of them pallet like them, I'm not going to call them loops, but them weird pallet locations in random areas. Like, you cannot connect them. That's what I mean. There's no like connecting. I'm not saying I won't connect this and connect. There should be like 2 or maybe 1 connect and loop, but overall there's not many, and a lot of the jungle gyms are just weird garbage next to desert areas. It's like, I'm not asking for much, I'm just asking to make good maps. Like, a lot of the maps and a lot of the rework maps are just garbage, and the few older ones we got are good, like Dead Dog Saloon. That's a really good map. I think that's really balanced. Like, if you drop Pacific pallets, and if you drop like the pallet, what's it called, near Shack, if you drop that, you mean you're alright, because there's another pallet near the generator near where the hangman bit is. Yeah, that's also, if you drop them 2 pallets, you mean you kind of fucked, but not fully fucked. But if the killer kicks all the doors up the, whatever it's called, the saloon bit, kicks all them doors, you kind of are a bit screwed. But yet again, you got some more safe areas. I don't want like safe areas upon safe areas. I just want like, hey, there's a few areas in Dead Dog Saloon what are bad, like really abused. Like what I said, there's a area you can jump through the window and you have to break things. I think there should be less break things or take away the break things, because it'll make it more balanced, Dead Dog Saloon. But yeah, again, if they do rework Dead Dog Saloon, it'll be a massive, massive shit map. Trust me, look at a lot of the maps they're reworking. They're just ruining it. DbD has a few options. A, like make the maps back how it was, you mean reverting all the reworks, but I doubt DbD will do that because, yeah, all my time and effort was spent reworking these gorgeous maps. It's like, the maps was already gorgeous. Yeah, the map was a bit too big, some maps was, especially like Legion, but I really like Legions. It was 50-50, like, you had to know what you was doing, and some people say, oh, Pacific Killers, it was hard. Maybe think about the Trapper. No, Trapper just needs a whole rework, like Michael Myers needs a whole rework. Same with Freddy Krueger. There's so many killers what needs reworking. Some of these like reworks we don't need. Who needs a rework the most? Literally Michael Myers, Trapper, and I think Nurse needs like a rework or a nerf. But the thing is, they're making these maps smaller, and it's going to be easy for Nurse players, and there's so many dead areas on these new rework maps, so that's a big problem. And it's more easy, Nurse players are going to easily just complete the game in 2 minutes or maybe 3 minutes, unless it's a really good nurse. Do like maybe 1 minute, unless you're really good and cracked out your mind. You do it in 50 seconds. Do it in 50 seconds. That'd be mental. That'd be crazy if anyone could do that. But overall, they're making these maps smaller, so it's easy for like really good nurse players. Even you're a medium nurse player, like these maps are just too small. There's just way too many dead areas, a lot of random crap everywhere. So yeah, if you're a nurse player, it's good for you. I made a video about it. I'll leave a link down below. You can watch it if you want. But I'm sort of yammering about this. It's just they're not really thinking like, hey, these maps are getting smaller. But yeah, again, you got a nurse. The biggest problem in DbD, it is a problem in the nurses. They really need to do something about the nurse. I'm not saying, oh, they need to rework her to oblivion so she doesn't use her powers anymore. I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is she needs something like a nerf or a rework, whatever. But there's like killers out there like Michael Myers. I know I said it, but Michael Myers is desperate for a rework. His power is so goddamn shit. It's so outdated. Yeah, it was cool back in the day, but it's so goddamn shit. Like Trapper, why doesn't he start with all his traps in his hands? Like, how is it so hard? Literally, there's an add-on to give him one of the traps. Why is it so fucking hard to give him his old traps? I don't understand it. Picking up the traps takes so long. I get it, if you place a trap down, you have to pick it up. But the thing is, why don't you start a trial with all your traps in your hands? It made the trapper more easier. Like, you can place it around like the exit gates and some Pacific loops. Why doesn't he start a trial with all these traps? That's a really easy rework, quote unquote rework. But yeah, again, they won't do it. It's like, yeah, it's cool, you can place the traps and make yourself faster, but who's gonna play a trapper because he's so outdated? Like Michael Myers is also outdated. It's just, come on, stop reworking some of these maps what don't need reworking. Like the Legion map didn't really need reworking, but instead it did. Like Midwich, yeah, they reworked it, but still, Midwich is a pain in the ass map. Like, I mean, looking at it, I'm going, wow, you don't really do much here. It's just you're gonna do random shit again, and it's going to be like still a killer's map. This is going to still be a really good killer's map, and I just don't understand a lot of these reworks and a lot of these new maps are bringing out. Like Vecna's map was just busted and broken. It's just like, and also a lot of the maps are having a lot of bugs. There's a lot of maps having bugs. It's just like DbD, stop reworking maps, just fix them. Like, hey, there's a bug here, there's a bug there, fix them. But instead it takes them so long to fix bugs. It's like, what the high hell are they doing at Behaviors HQ? What are they doing? I don't understand. Like, there's a bug, the generator bug was so long, and it still didn't give us nothing for that. One of those people say, oh, Behavior needs to give us stuff. I think Behavior needed to give us stuff for this book, because it literally made me play Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I don't really like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think that game's going massively downhill, like how the Evil Dead game gone, yada yada. I already made a video about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. But the thing is, it's just like, you didn't give us nothing for this bug. This bug was like groundbreaking to the point, like, you fucking took so goddamn long to do anything. And when they put the patch out, there's still bugs. The map was broken. It's like, what the fuck? There was a, and a lot of people say, oh, well, it was from 2v8. It's like, nobody knows it's from 2v8. People don't know it's from Lara Croft. People don't know where these bugs coming from, because they don't tell us nothing. They tell us jack. That's what grinds my gears. It's like, where did these bugs from? Was it the 2v8 mode? So, in future, do you think the 2v8 mode will be like loads of bugs? When they finally add these game modes in, you were seeing so many problems. Like, the 2v8 has a few problems, and the main game mode had a few problems. It's like, they cannot handle it. It was clearly obvious they cannot handle having two game modes back to back. They cannot handle it. And seeing these maps, wow, these rework maps are just so trash. It's just like icing on the cake. It's just like wowee, oh wowee, what's next in the DbD shit show? To make this video a bit long and rumble on, it's just one of the things I need to get out there. I'm sick to death with these maps. Like, there's so many problems with these rework maps. Vecna's map was so many problems. Just like a lot of these new maps, there's so many problems. I do believe they didn't make the castle map because they was like too busy doing some other crap. It's like they should have put a castle map out for Castlevania, but at the same time it makes me go, do I trust them to make a castle map with all the problems with Vecna's map? It's just like, well, wait, I don't. It's just like, I'm good, there was no map, but at the same time I wanted a map, so I'm in the middle with that. But yeah, tell me down below your opinion about this. So yeah, please like and subscribe. So yeah, sayonara for now. Have a great day.